Good evening, my AKA Patters guys. Anyone tuning in, because I know like we have different segments, like different types of audiences that tune into like all the different things I do. We do a lot. I know a lot of you guys don't even watch some of the YouTube videos. You guys don't listen to the podcasts. Some of you guys don't even have social media accounts. But for whatever reason, I find you, you find me, and we do it here. We do it on the internet. You guys find me on YouTube, right? So a lot of you guys may not know, but there was a little bit of a family crisis recently, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking. It's some of the worst type stuff you want for like family members, but we're getting through it, and it took me about maybe like 3 weeks. I can't even believe we're like another week into it, and there's still like all this different levels of like fallout. But everyone's just kind of like doing their best, go try and get back to normal, like all of those things. So that's a little bit where I've been the last couple Mondays, because we kind of launched the year and we had momentum, and I really thought I was going to be able to like power through and be with you guys a little bit more and be on a couple other channels. Unfortunately, I'm not made of iron, and there was a lot of nice live opportunities where I just had to like almost like sleep. Like you kind of just want to sleep some of this stuff off. So anyone out there, I know we've had a couple messages and a couple prayers sent my way. I do appreciate that, but I want to just get back to normal. I want to just get back to drawing and kicking butt. And yeah, I was able to live stream with Omer Glitch with my boy Matt in their chat. Matt Burke, who's his stuff. I not just his stuff, but him. I absolutely love him, and we were trying to support Rex from Devil Momentum. So it's just a lot of stuff right now, and yeah, I just want to kind of get back into hanging out with you guys and kicking illustration ass. But I do like there's a side of me that absolutely loves these night streams though, because I love it when the world goes to sleep and like you toil away, you keep doing the work, right? Can I draw Superwoman? If you hang out long enough, I will get to a Superwoman sketch. What is this? Did I just see a girl weird? Yeah. Yay, guys! That's a Monday night draw and claw intro. I guess maybe the intro turns people off, right? Oh, it's hard. Like it's so difficult sometimes, right? Because it's like you kind of do stuff that's like unique and it's individual, and there's a sense of humor involved, and people just don't know what to make of it. So we're working on these Disney DC mashups. And we got Jafar here. Jafar / Doctor Strange. And the individual that came up with, how do I draw hands? Yeah, right. It's all like hands are mostly they're mostly a measurement. And I will say, like, if you're an illustrator and you have trouble, like, let me just kind of do this real quick. So there's an element to illustration that is muscle memory, and cheers, by the way, guys. Right, there is an element to all of this that's muscle memory, meaning you have to memorize, and your brain to hand. It's you have to shorten it. You only shorten it by you have to hardcore practice. You have to practice a lot. You have to practice more than you think is a lot of practice. But there's a couple like things, right? Because mostly, right? I mean, I don't know about like starting in shapes, but let's say I wanted to like do this, right? Yeah, like I'm going to try and like split that sphere in two so we get the palm, and then I'm just going to like jet out an index finger, right? And that's my measurement because here, right, like we can kind of map out, right, the rest of the fingers. And sometimes you do tricks, like you put like the two middle fingers together because that kind of always looks cool. But then here for the thumb, you kind of want to just get used to like this shape. And you can kind of like the thumb will hang off the palm. Right? And then look, see a couple good like erase marks. Yeah, like you kind of get that. You get that ready to go. And then right, the rest. But it's a combination of like things, meaning like you kind of go back and forth. Sometimes the wrist is too thin, it's too thick, but like you want to be able to hit the shapes, and once you can hit the shapes, you can kind of move it in your mind's eye. You can move things around, right? And then you can pose it, and then like if we're drawing a fist, right? Like you kind of just split it, and then the thumb just like comes right out like that. And then, like you always kind of like put that index finger forward. You can shade it, And then here, right? We get your knuckles. And then, like you can kind of start to stylize it too. And like a little bit of the palm comes underneath. But it's like, again, it's like the knuckles will go from like big to small, stuff like that, like it's just you gotta effing practice. You really do, and you have to know your weak spots and be able to practice often. We're going to be hitting the inks with this one real soon too, guys, because I'm just excited to ink this guy. But this is Dr. Fate Jafar. Isn't that one amazing thing, right? The glory of the internet. So someone was in my chat like a year ago, and we did some sketches of this. They suggested it. It was the user was like it was like Norin Rad. He's on. I know he's active on Instagram. I don't know what other social media, but he's an artist of himself, and he kind of just wrote, like a Disney DC mashup. And I have to say, aka Powders, it was like a little bit inspiring because I never thought of it. I haven't seen other people think of it. Do I know how to draw dinosaurs? I do. Well, I don't know. like here's the thing. Do I know how to draw dinosaurs? I would say no. I don't know how to draw dinosaurs. Can I draw the dinosaur? I will say yes. Knowing would indicate I can draw it from memory pretty accurately. I can probably hit the shapes of a lot of them from memory, but I don't know if I can render them to the point of being noticeable. But yeah, guys, we're kind of kicking butt here. I'm just digging the way this one's looking, and I just want to do the inks. So let's do some of the inks, and I'm probably gonna drive you guys crazy because I'm gonna go back and forth between inks and uh pencils. But who the hell cares? Because we're here the Monday night draw and claw. I gotta be in the office super early tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram, aka Pad69, if you guys want to see what time I wake up and get into the office. But if you guys are new here, yeah, I live and breathe Philadelphia, PA, the greatest city in the world. I love it here so much. I don't think I would ever move out. But regardless, guys, great to see you all here. Now, I will if I get the if I don't get to that one woman request, stick with me. Find me on social. I live up to my promises. I'm known for that. People talk about it. I think a couple guys wrote some books about how Peter A. Deluca, aka Pad, keeps his promises. But either way, everyone, if I don't get to Wonder Woman tonight, I will soon. And then sometimes it doesn't happen much, but sometimes I will mail art out to you, especially if you're loyal. If you're loyal, aka Patter, that means you're cool. That means you follow and any of my contemporaries. You follow them too. You interact. You do good things. Help me out. Help out the whole crew. But starting with me, right? I thought I was just going to pencil all night. Because I have maybe like 2 other pieces to pencil. And once I'm done, guys, like I'll show you guys. And I went into this year and I'm a little bit on track with the goal. But like if we complete this one, just black and white, finish penciling and inking this, and then we have Nightwing Aladdin here. I need to get that onto the good paper. I should be like geared up for sequential artwork again. No. Hi. Yes. Hello. All of these newbies, I love it. Yeah. Anyone new out there that's not a bot. Anyone that's not a bot. Subscribe, support. You guys have to subscribe. The strength of not only this channel, but we might want to say the fate of indie comics comes down to your involvement as a subscriber, as a commenter, and maybe, if we're all lucky, a future customer. Doctor Fate 2 was always one of my um, just favorite DC characters, and I would say like of all of my comic book favorites, Fate is might be my least read. I have not read a lot of Doctor Fate. Isn't it fun just drawing though? It's such a joyous experience. I look forward to it. I would say like there was probably a stretch. There was a stretch that I dreaded jumping on stream to illustrate anything, and I would just kind of like force myself. But then like I started to get better. My pieces. Like I was able to figure things out live, and there's a lot of my growth I contribute to stream at this point. I do feel like it unlocks something. So I'm always grateful for that. Just finding that, and just maybe like having like a little bit of the fortitude, a little bit of the balls to kind of keep going and not giving up. I do apologize if any piece of the work loses the frame. I play with the placement of the camera often, guys. Try and get it going for you guys. But I think he's like, he's looking like Jafar. Jafar with a golden helmet. Like, how cool is that, though? And we'll hit this with the way out towards the end. We'll make further corrections and even add a little bit of detail. There's just something that gets me going too when I know I have like stuff to do at night and something to do like super early in the morning. And like I would say like probably like growing up, because man, like even when I was younger, dude, like I had a crazy schedule when I was younger. Like when I had girlfriends and when I didn't, like I would always put myself in positions to have to stay up late and just almost like do the impossible. And when I was working with publishers, right, like you make deadlines, but then sometimes you don't. I will say this though, there hasn't been any any project that outside of like a printer deadline, right? Printer deadlines, you have to make that. You just have to, and like I would be on deadline sometimes, and I guess we can call it the indie, like Peter's, like indie comic early youth days, and I would like I could calculate how long it would take me to do something and know I was out of time. So I would try and like, I had a couple of runs of trying to form like local studios in South Jersey. But then, like you do that, and sometimes like you get through the work, and you want to keep everyone together, and you try and find more work, and you just can't. Like that's the frustrating part of a lot of it. Oh, you don't know what happened, but you left out of nowhere. Well, good to see you back, though, right? What country? Hold up here. Mad Hamadi. What country? Where are you at? We'll get to what I am drawing. So here is, and dude, so many from YouTube. You guys are like fantastic already. I really do. I love seeing the new YouTube faces coming in. Hold up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to adjust some of my space, some of my coffee so I can get to it. Yeah. So we're working on a little bit of a series that was suggested in my chat, quite some time ago. But someone suggested it was a wonderful idea, guys. But check this out. So it was Disney DC. So DC Comics and Disney. And one of the really good ideas we came up with, like live on Monday Night Draw and Claw a year or two ago, is this. It's the Nightwing Aladdin. And I still feel like this is such a like bright original idea. And the follow-up idea was this like Jafar Dr. Fate. And I struggle to kind of combine the elements correctly. It's a tough shell to crack, but I kind of did it not long ago, and I have the piece underneath here. But it's Jafar, crossing over with Dr. Fate, and this is like, I was able to kind of like break down just the way the colors were structured, the way he should even like just move and like take up the page, and see, here we go. Here to like the name Dr. Jafar Fate. I don't know why. I love that. And then like once I was there, I just said to myself, I said like this was the one, like ink this one, get this one going like right away. Because I just view this as such a like awesome, weird, like beautiful like idea. And that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. Like you have an idea and you have to let it sit. Like you have to let it stew. You have to just absorb other things. Like like just let your mind wander a little bit, and then let some time go by too. Like there's no rush. I try and rush for you guys sometimes when you guys like make suggestions or come up with like what I feel like, and in this case, a bright original like hell of an idea. Like maybe, right? Like maybe I should have been quicker, but life happens. You can't do everything, but I backburnered it, and now we're here, and I think it's just awesome. I'm just hoping that Rad sees these and pops in because he's the guy. But right, like how much fun? Like it's just fun getting ideas and illustrating them, and like making things right, like kind of going through the all the iterations. Yeah, I gotta draw his staff. So I'm leaving some of this just like untouched. India. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I still want to visit India. I say that so much. It's got to happen for me in maybe the next year, maybe the next 2 years. Oh, top of the screen on the side. This is the Black India ink right here. It's the only ink I've ever used, like ever. Like all of my black and white pieces that are not like marker or something is Black India ink. So his staff too has like the snake head. I got to reference the Aladdin lamp here that's above him. I mean, he's just like uber, like super, like powerful at this point. Which is like again too, like that's why like doing some of these mashup characters is just so freaking cool. Because you kind of say to yourself too sometimes, you're like, yeah, like I never thought of that. And sometimes it just upsets you. It's like it should piss you off a little. Because it's like, what am I doing wrong to where I didn't think of that? There should always be like a little bit of jealousy when you hear a good idea. But then, yeah, you gotta be the bigger person, and when you hear a good idea, right? You got to execute though. I think with his like proportions, we made him like a little bit more like superhero. No way, moon eclipse. That's cool. Yeah, I don't even see like we're still clearing we're still like in winter here in Philadelphia, PA. And we've like sunny days, maybe there was like two, like I would say like two solid sunny days in the last like 4 weeks. Yeah, a lot of cloud. Sorry, I'm just trying to see some of the opportunities here. So let's do this. So it's supposed to have this chain that kind of goes across his like stomach, and I just inked. So this chain here, we'll have to like white out a little bit. No, I haven't though. I have not gone to India, and I mean, I think it's one of the destinations like of the world to I mean just to experience it. And but dude, like everything though, like right, like the whole that whole region just seems like it's right, like not to talk about the news, but yeah, like you kind of just want everything to be like stabilized and people just to live their lives. What are we doing, bud? Hey, sorry, give me a second, guys. I get my cat sleeps underneath one of my giant bookshelves, and he just woke up and he would like to leave. Right, buddy? Come on. Yeah, come on. After you. Yo, total excellence, dude. Total excellence. I was just thinking about you today. No, no cap. You popped into my head, and I felt guilty. I'm like, I haven't texted that dude in a little bit, and we haven't chit chatted. And great to see you, though. It's late, isn't it? Past your bedtime. So this is Jafar, Doctor Jafar Fate. Uh, some time ago. Uh, I don't know if you remember him, Norin Rad or Norin Rad. He frequents the chat, but he suggested this like a year ago, and we came up with on like in stream during the show. We came up with two of them. It was Doctor Fate Jafar and Aladdin. Uh, Aladdin Nightwing, right? Which like Aladdin Nightwing just seems like absolutely perfect. So, a year goes by, and I kind of get to the point where, right, like we gotta get back to drawing pages. We gotta get Trial by Fire like 100% back. But to really like warm up for that, I said like, let me just clear out like everything, like every little thing that could distract me. Let's clear it out and then just jump on sequential pages. And we're like almost there, which is amazing because I thought it was going to take me way longer. But, the more you draw, the more you do this stuff, the quicker you get. And I'm just happy to kind of just say we're getting done like a lot of things, and there's going to be hopefully like a lot of stuff back on track. And I just so much of it too, man. I just feel like I feel so bad, but I look back and it's just like, oh, this happened and that happened, and like it's kind of like like you kind of see the excuses. And last year it was wow, like even with things popping up, I've optimized like all of my output other than comic book production. Why? And I would say maybe in like September of last year, I had that revelation. So that's kind of what all of this is. And, it gives you an opportunity to work on like fun things. So that's kind of where we are. Yeah, the Taj Mahal, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, dude. They look like not Dobermans, but they look like almost like puppy German shepherds. Your dogs. Yeah. The 4 o'clock. The 4 o'clock. Oh, Tank is in the chat. Tank. Sorry, what chat is Tank in? Because I'm not seeing Tank here. Why do I see Tank over here? Sorry, Tank. I got like a couple separate screens going. Yeah, you're in my chat eating my comments. Oh, that's so wild. Yeah, Omer. Yeah. The 4 o'clock, cock block. I was there earlier. Oh, dude, thank you. Like flattered. Omen. Wait, Omen, Screaming Raven, 3956. That is one of the most glorious. This is one of the most glorious handles I've seen in quite some time. What is this? Is this a reference to like a song lyric or something? Because I also want to draw it. I want to draw an Omen, Screaming Raven, and keep in mind, guys. Why, if you guys really want to know, let's get into it. This comment is highly significant to me because not far from me, like maybe a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk this way, is the house that Edgar Allan Poe lived in when he was in Philly. Edgar Allan Poe, we know him, he was between Philly and Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens take that moniker from Edgar Allan Poe. But here's the wild thing, aka Powers. All the work that Edgar Allan Poe is known for, he worked on in Philly. So the Raven is deeply meaningful to me, guys. Yeah. Sorry, Omer Show. Yeah. Answered that 4 o'clock. It should be like 4-0 cock block, right? Like this does not roll. The branding, the brand identity for this doesn't, right? There should be 4-0 cock block. 4-0 cock block. I don't know. Yeah, the Lord. Yeah, right. Yeah. I love like I really feel like I just there's like a poetry to where this is almost like a line in like a sonnet, right? Like it's just like a single handle can give you imagery. And I just like that's one of the cool things, guys. Like I know we're always told that the internet is evil and all of this other like garbage. To me, the internet opens us up to like these types of discoveries. Highly creative. Just gets me going. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me hit some of these lines. Oh, man, sorry. Excuse the a little bit of mucus right there. So where is like Tank exactly? Tank, if you want to pop in, I can send you a link because it's been a while. Tank, you and I haven't hung out in a while, and that's all my fault, by the way. But Tank Ferret is somewhere in the chat, and he's working on this awesome board game. He's got like other stuff. I saw Tank. I saw you working on some of the Dungeons and Dragon characters. I don't know if that was like for the board game or not. Totally cool. I don't know if you do the D&D with the kids or not, but that would be awesome. Like just to raise some kids having D&D nights. But here we go, right? Like we're just trying to make the bottom here look right. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Estereo. Am I saying that right? No, I'm not sick. I just get I get like a little tickle in my throat. Now, it used to be it used to be a lot worse, and I've been like 2025 I was like nursing it. I got long COVID a couple years ago, and long COVID is really where your lungs just get filled with fluid. And I've been like nursing like all of it back to health, and it is a hell of a process, guys. Like, I'm not even exaggerating, but yeah, we're better now than we've ever been, and we're still not 100%. But I never let it like slow me down. I never let it slow me down when it comes to uh, videos and my podcast. You learn to record around it. So we're going to sideline the ink real quick, everyone. Only because, and anyone that's new here, take this opportunity, subscribe, support, and help the channel grow. And we're growing, guys. I mean, we've been doing a lot of things on this channel. We do videos just about every single day. We have multiple themes throughout the week, like Extreme Mondays, Top Cow Tuesday, Wildstorm Wednesday. If you like 90s comics, independent comics on Fridays. Thursdays are just basically mainstream or some type of haul or unboxing. Saturdays we do like showcases where I might be something outside of the comic book realm, and my entire podcast feed, the Film Buff, that goes right into the YouTube feed. And the Film Buff is, like, I think it's the most honest film criticism out there. All of that, right? You got to toot your own horn. I wanted to check something on my phone. What was it? Oh, yes. Jafar's staff. Right? Like here. Like that's the snake one right here. Oh, this is what we need. See? He's got to be holding that. So let's do it. Let's just draw it. Yeah, I know. Isn't it? Why can't I see Tank though? I see Tank over here. Maybe it's just what I have up. I don't know. Like, is Tank just can you delete comments as they come in? Like your own? I don't know. But Tank is great. We love him. Excuse me. And Tank too. Tank's just one of those talents where just with like the nature of the internet, like like you kind of start rooting for people. You want people to start doing well. Because like you see so much of their work, and it's just kind of like, a little bit of that like frustration too, where it's just like, what does this person have to do to break the ice? But yeah, in my opinion, Tank is just one of those guys, So some of this too is like, I gave him a sword just because, right? Like, swords are cool, especially if he's just kind of like Middle Eastern-ish. But I want to give him one of those, like, like these swords. But I just think it gives the character just like enough of that edge. we gotta nail this staff. So let's do it, right? Like snakehead with a little bit of reference. Is it a cobra? Does the snake have a nose? I think it's bent a little, so we'll do our best on that. I think I'm making this look like a GI Joe Cobra more than a Jafar Cobra. A little bit of a side note. Just drawing this makes me want to watch the movie Aladdin. Not Black Adam. Even though I like Black Adam. I like that movie. People were way too harsh on that flick. I'll tell you. But I think we got something here, right? Oh, nice. That's amazing. Yeah. Nice. Panner. Is it Panner or Penar? Right? I always kind of mess up that pronunciation. Yeah, and it's divided where things are showing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Philly. Yeah. Not born and raised. I'm a South Jersey dude. Yeah, so this is so weird. I'm like blown, like my mind is blown. The comments are, because I have multiple screens, like over here, maybe right there, like here. Like I get one set here and then another set over here. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Are we in the Matrix? Are we just being hacked? Are we just being hacked? But yeah, Philadelphia. I'm sure a little bit of the, my voice, right? A little bit of that, all that accent I get. Wherever I go, people want to know where I'm from. It never fails. Does it get annoying? Well, not really. You almost like expect it. Like if it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, I just met someone. They didn't ask me if I'm from like Philly. I guess too, like like the real character to cross him over with would be the Mandarin. Yeah, dude, I love it. Tag me on social. I want to see your art. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is in you. We usually call it Pinar, like painter Pinar. Yeah, without rulers. Yeah, I get it. And we have a delay. Here we go. I'm a distant neighbors of yours. Then, sadly, when I was up that way, wasn't under the best of circumstances. Through my better half, had to go to the eye center due to cancer. Jeez, I'm sorry. Philly does have one hell of a cancer treatment uh culture, like technology. I mean, the hospitals here in Philly are, I think, some of the best in the entire world, and they do headline, or lead in a lot of cancer treatments. Sci-fi, yes. Vox, what is up? Sci-fi, kind of. We're merging two characters. So let me try and like maybe give you guys a little bit of a. We're merging Jafar from Aladdin and Doctor Fate because we're crazy, and this is who they fight. They fight the where is he? Where's the colored one? Nightwing Aladdin. That's the counterpart. Right here. Nightwing Aladdin. So Nightwing Aladdin fights Dr. Jafar Fate. And we don't want it any other way. Right? And now you guys got me talking and commenting, and this is the Omer will tell you, I hate it. Like, this is one of the reasons why I hate live streaming, even though I love it. But I want to do work. I want to get work done. I mean, does this look like a snake? It's got the shape, right, of a cobra. And I got like a little bit of that Peter like flair on it. But he does look, right? Doesn't he look godly? Like, he just looks. I mean, and it should always be like whatever story Jafar is in, like he should always have that moment where he gets like everything, like he gets the absolute power. And then I need the the Aladdin lamp. Like, does the Disney one? I guess like maybe the Disney one has its own look, right? Like it does. It does have a little bit of like flair. I never realized that the handle looks a little bit like a question mark. So let's knock that out. We're using smooth bristle board here, everyone. For anyone, I guess if anyone cares. Wow, we've been going for over an hour already. Oh, you post it on your YouTube. I will do my best to check it out. If not, tag me. Like, let me know. Find me on social. Send me your channel. Or I think you can put it in the chat. Do I have that? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, the Eva. Yeah, it does look like Eva. Yeah. Do we need to show this off? Because that is that a deep cut reference? I know the reference. Do we want to say? Do we want to say it's a deep cut reference? I don't think it is. But oh my god, dude, I love this series. But it does look like a little bit like doesn't it? Like it does kind of, but it's not though. Have you seen the burger the McDonald's changeables where these guys change into like milkshakes and Big Macs? I was just looking at those. They're like $100 on eBay. I want them. I'm such a Neon Genesis like F boy because I just love the like all the theories and the analysis as much as I love the show. And It's like the show and how do we watch like the movies? Right? It's such a black hole. It really is. But one of the best, if not the best. Yeah, I kind of like I dislike where you're somewhat peer pressure to have to say like Akira is like the best, but I don't know. Like I would put like Grave of the Fireflies, Wings of Hanamisa. What's the other one? Like Cyber City 2090, Redline. Like these are all works that potentially are greater than Akira. But Akira gets this weird attention. And I mean, it's not like I'm disputing it. Because I think Akira is an absolute masterpiece. I kind of want to watch that now, too. Tonight, I want to watch Aladdin and I want to watch Akira. I also want to make a little bit of progress on this. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I gotta get that. I'm sure like the ones on eBay are knockoffs, right? They have to be KOs, but I don't care. And the I love how the transformation for those is like a couple steps above the traditional changeables, like where they actually have like more function and more joints. Yeah, 0-0. Yeah. No, no, I haven't. I have not. I Here's the thing. Maybe when it comes to anime, and like I have a podcast. It's called The Film Buff. It's available on like every network. Uh, I've been kind of getting more into the earlier anime, like God Mars. If you're familiar with God Mars, that discussion or discovery, because I just like sometimes document when I find new things. Like that's almost like the purpose of the podcast. And I want to say, like I'm delving deeper into like the Americanization, the Americanization. I'm putting a Z in that. Americanizing. I don't even know what I'm saying. But like the really early anime stuff, some of like God Mars absolutely blew me away. And where I'm going with this is I want to say like my dark spots is like Bubblegum Crisis, Robotech, Gundam. And it's so weird because I know so much about like all the different units in Gundam. Like I know the whole plot of Robotech, never like breached it to the point, and it gets it like it does get frustrating. But Gundam is absolutely special in its scope. I know like Netflix, right? Like Netflix has, right? They've done like a couple. I won't say like they're OVAs, but they're almost like OVAs, right? Like Netflix, like does Netflix have its own Gundam like timeline or universe? But some of the work for those look for Netflix looks awesome. The like just the CG stuff. Nice. Yeah, Macros. Yeah. Right? Like the space opera too, by the way. Like I would say like you have to get into like Cobra, Macros, and what's Lensman, which is available. Like right, you should be able to watch that on YouTube. Who's the kid Kimball Kennison? from Lens. Yeah, and then some of this. Oh, the lamp. We were supposed to draw the lamp. And you got me looking up Neon G, which again too, it's hard to even like Escaflowne, like that's another one. I love that. Well, like when that first movie dropped for Escaflowne, it was like this is the best like big mech I have ever seen. And by that time I had not seen Neon Genesis. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Cool. Flattery will get you everywhere. Yeah, I know. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Gundam 00. I'll do my best. I have to get into because I think when it comes to Gundam too, it's hard to comment on science fiction without having that kind of like in your like in your system. So like some of this too is like I want to kind of like I want everything to be black, but like I also want to show off some of the line work, and that's where you have to get kind of very creative on how you show that off. Because otherwise, like like the black runs right into the black line work, and it just disappears at that point. It gets very complicated. Not a lot of illustrators get good solutions for what I just explained. A lot of them fail at it. Where things don't look like that they're in space or like there's atmosphere and it just looks like muddy or like too in focus and like like looks No, you're not the only one left. It might be according to some of the chat, because some of the chat is separated at this point. I don't have any model kits. I do not. No. No. You got one. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, too powerful. So I might just leave this for now. And if you guys want to hang out, we'll do some penciling. We'll do some transferring, which would be like the Nightwing Aladdin here. We got to get this guy on the good paper. So we like to move things onto smooth bristle board, and yeah, it's good to have your own paper. This is my Extreme Studios paper. Because this can withstand the ink and is smooth enough to work very well with the markers. But what we'll have to do, and you guys will see, we're going to have to do this, and then we have to hit the lights. We have to change the lights a little bit here. So I can see, and then you can see. Maybe if we go to blue, right? Maybe one blue. We kind of, yeah. See, that way we can all see. And this just might be like a one-off piece, meaning it's just going to be the character. Because it's like the I just want to get like a good version of this done, but then maybe like draw something that shows off the design side of it a little bit better. We tape it down. We have the light box. Come on. Right here. Sorry, guys, just checking messages. I may have to check one of my sites real quick. Yes, light board, not light box. Give me a second here, guys. Oh no! You know what? I just started watching Leo. What, dude? That kid is so freaking cute. And why did people not like? Why did that get a weird reputation? What was the issue with that movie? But I was watching it. That kid, you feel so sorry for that kid. But I left off right when he was talking to the supreme leader of the universe. trying to convince him that he is like the Earth Supreme Leader. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me get this Fez going. Yeah, some of his mask we have to. So some of this too is right. Like, do I have to change the style of his face a little to match the Jafar one? Because here he is like way more cartoony than he is than the Jafar piece, right? So we gotta make that call. So now, sorry, I'm just that's all I'm thinking about. It's bothering me. Right. I just feel like it should stylist. I mean, some of it might just come down to the shape of his profile here, like just like the side part of his head, where we make it a little bit more. Let's just say you make it a little bit more Jim Lee. And I'm sure I'm going to have to go back and forth a little bit on this, but we start just kind of adding some of those comic book details and take away the animation side of it. But sometimes like that's difficult when like you kind of see an illustration, like you just see it, and like it's almost like you have to re-see it to like change the style of it. Like like you have to kind of convince yourself what it needs to kind of like move forward, and that's hard to do because sometimes the way you see something, like you're kind of like locked in on it. Give me a second, guys. I will come right back to that, to all the wonderful chats you guys been sending. See, like, like even his gauntlet here, I have to reference that. Yeah, like I should be using the Scott McDaniel one, if you guys are familiar with that version of Nightwing, which is the definitive version of Nightwing, like forever. His work on Nightwing is even to this day is unmatched by a lot. But like his gauntlet, like McDaniel would have a more like armor esque, more functional gauntlet. Excuse me. So I got to reference that. All right, give me a second, guys. Let's kind of go back. Like box, yeah. Like board. Yeah. So far, the night is good. No, you're still not. Oh, the one that has. Well, this one still kind of has. Yeah, but this is just ink. I just don't clean it. I just don't clean it. I just need it to turn on. You know. I just think like the lines for this one just work so well. Yeah, and that's why it's tough sometimes just to mess with something. Like once it's there, like you kind of have to be a good editor, like a good adult, and just say it's locked in, and we just have to kind of go with this for the best product possible, right? Which is illustration. Illustration is making a product. It's not art. I hate when people call it art. Illustration is right or wrong. Like you have to draw something correct. Like maybe later, if someone else comes along and they want to call it art, like that's their thing. But I just think like as a practitioner, like that should never be your goal. Your goal should never be to make art. Your goal should be to like nail the assignment, be an illustrator, like get the assignment 100%, nail it. Sorry, guys. Hold up here. So let's have a look. So I keep knocking the camera. Let's have a look. All right, not too bad. So we can. I think we're kind of right. I don't think there's anything else we need from. I still have to like work on the perspective of the sword, just so it's like in frame. And then we have to add the Nightwing chest emblem. Oh, how was Scream 7? Wow, like why is Scream 7 all of a sudden? What's the controversy with Scream 7? Can please catch me up on that? I almost like don't want to hear it because I kind of already think it's going to be stupid. W. 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 Is that the Oliver Stone movie reference? Yes, we're yeah. Like, what were the worlds, right? But the original, right? The Tom Cruise one, the Steven Spielberg one, like the Steven Spielberg one is still so freaking. I mean, always the ending though, right? With the kid coming back, waiting at the house. I always wanted a different ending for that movie. But other than that though, I mean, like, holy crap, what a movie. Sorry, I'm just trying to like get a little bit more like out of this. I gotta look up his wrist gauntlets. Scott McDaniel, Nightwing. So let's get a good, like, right here. See. Oh yeah, I guess so. Like, I thought they were more sectional. They're almost just like pads. So that is what we will do. Make them a little bit bigger though, and I'll break this one off. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think we're in really good shape with this one. The Tom Cruise. I know. Yeah, I like the Tom Cruise one, dude. Dude, that river scene when you see the train go by and the train's on fire, written by David Keop, David Cope Keop. Hey, yeah, I can draw it. I can. We'll do that on Wednesday. Maybe like this Wednesday, everyone. If I'm on Hump Day, we will do. I can do like the Wonder Woman. I can do the Elio guys. You know, and if I don't do it on Omer's channel, I will do it on my channel. So that's why you guys subscribe, support. I will get to it. Yeah, let's just see. Why? Because he. It's almost like a V. So we can. I'll play around with that. But I just feel like I have to do like character art, like just the character design side of this, just so we can kind of see how the two excuse me, the two designs just like sync up. But yeah, we got something here. Nice. The one and only account. Yeah, so am I. I'm a small content creator too. Oh, with 8 subscribers. So just keep going. Right? Like that's all you can do. Just keep going with the content. Don't stop. Like this is where too, like you need like a big '90s moon in the background. He needs to be like, like Baghdad and stuff needs to be like, like behind them, like like a real nice like cityscape type shot. But I think it's there. Tron Legacy. Yeah, Tron Legacy. Now we're talking. There was a point in my life where I did nothing but watch Tron Legacy and Pacific Rim on infinite repeat. Isn't that? I mean, I think it was really kind of like Pacific for me, like the way how sci-fi kind of like just unfolded in the mid 2000s, like the 2010s. It was Tron Legacy, Pacific Rim, and then Godzilla. I loved that first Godzilla movie so much. I just appreciated how much of it they explained. Like you kind of like got into the head of like everything around Godzilla, and now too, like it's still continuing to this day. Right? Like how did the legendary Godzilla outlast Pacific Rim and Tron to become like a premier film franchise, like film fictional like universe or shared universe? Sorry, I'm making this like swirl a little bit bigger here. Well, I think we're in good shape here to start inking. So just so you guys can see, right? Like guys, here we go. Jafar, Dr. Jafar Fate, and Nightwing Aladdin. Or Night Aladdin. Wing Aladdin. Aladdin Night. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we're in like really right. Like we got some of that new hotness here. Sorry, guys, just looking at this. Well, I'm so happy that I'm kind of like moving forward from these pieces because there's nothing I hate more than having like unfinished work around me. Yay, please come again. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, it's 2 a.m. here, so like we are breaching Tuesday. Sounds good. I know, dude. Like that, dude. I listened to that soundtrack. I mean, I think last year on my Spotify like wrap up, Tron Legacy soundtrack was still like top 5. That it's one of the all time scores. Oh, and also one of the all time soundtrack releases, meaning the entire album. Like it's like a symphony. Not like Hans Zimmer kind of like I think took a lot of how they presented that album, and he now records albums with his soundtracks. Like a lot of the stuff you see from Hans Zimmer, the presentation of it came from Tron Legacy. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. I think people would buy these books, right? Like you would buy and read this, right? Yeah, missing out. Yeah, 2 a.m. is Tuesday. Everyone, with that, I hate to. Geez, I'm having such a good time. I have to go. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live streaming more. I do at least like one video. I do anywhere between 5 to 10 videos a week. If you guys want to see more like drawing, you have to subscribe so you get the notification when I'm here. But always I come back and we have videos. I got Tron videos, like for example, I go through like the Tron art book. I know that video's there, and I hopefully I see you guys in more of the comments and just to continue some of these conversations. Oh, I was in the done. Thank you. Done. Goodbye. All right, guys. Guys, I love you. You guys really made this so much fun tonight. Let's end it. Let's end it with Old Beautiful.